Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 43 of The Road to Glory, here with Kyle Adams. Now, if you could please smash the like button, be much appreciated. But today, well, following on from last episode, we have a new Universal Champion. And if you haven't watched the last episode, I do recommend going back. We had the big pay-per-view, and we had a Fatal 4-Way match with our 4 best main eventers, and I didn't set a winner, and as such, our new Universal Champion is El Critico, managing to beat Nicholas Lopez, managing to beat Silver Tiger, and managing to beat Marcos Flores. I have to say, I'm kind of a little bit excited to have a new champion, and to have a heel champion at that as well, because there are a few different things we can do. We've got El Hot Dog here. Ooh, he turned up high on soft drugs. All right. We had to fire him. I know I just made Nicholas Lopez unhappy, but at the same time, I mean, I can't have him high on drugs, let's be real. All right, we got Boom Boom Jamaica there as well, improving his behavior. Apparently now, Nicholas Lopez is a negative influence. Maybe I should have handled that a little bit better. But at the same time, I don't really care, so... Alright, well, the $2,000 bonus did absolutely nothing for him. And just like that, our best and most popular wrestler has morale issues and is a negative influence backstage. I'm assuming he's also a... No, he's not. I thought he might be a locker room leader. But he's not. Anyway, what we're going to do for this show is we're going to have a trios title match where we're going to give the Eternal Kings a chance at winning back their titles along with Angel of Mercy. And they're going to be taking on Atlantis Jr., El Critico, and who's the final member? Labyrinto, that's it. Alright, so there's our main event for the Trios title. We're not going to set a winner, so pretty much anybody can win if they so desire to. Should be a good match with heroes, possibly, like I said, being able to regain some titles. Next, I want to have a... let's go with Mobstar. And Mobstar is going to take on Kyler. Just a nice, easy 10-minute victory there for Kyler. I mean, it's also going to help out Mobstar a little bit, getting him on the TV show. We then want a... No, I think we'll just go regular tag. I was going to do a triple threat, but I think regular tag's probably just a little bit better. And of course, let's go with Boom Boom Jamaica. And it was Phoenix 4. And they're going to take on the heel team of Silent Accusers. Yeah, that works. Going to give Boom Boom the victory. They do actually have a rematch for the titles. The tag team, the Parijas title, that was a draw somehow. So we'll definitely be doing that one again. Not sure if it deserves a main event of a TV show, or if we should just keep it until the next pay-per-view, but either way, they'll get a rematch. Let's go with a women's tag as well. Let's go with Hellcat and Brooke, and they can take on We do need another woman as well. What did we sign? I think we signed Velvet, didn't we? I mean, we've got 6 heels, but only 5 faces. So I think I do want another face. With obviously Aguila Celeste, her injury. But for this one, let's go with Estrella Blanca and Velvet Suarez. We'll give the victory to... Let's give it to Brooke. I mean, Brooke's been around for a while now. And she's definitely taken some losses over the course of her O-League career so far. And I definitely want to push Hellcat Hernandez as well. So having that heel team work well together is pretty important. Let's exclude Booked here, and let's go with a face team of El Mitico. Who else do we have? Tricolor and Extranjero. And they can take on... let's go with Silver Tiger, Cosmic Rider, and Dragon Americano. And we'll give the victory to Dragon Americano on Extranjero Loco. I think we can call. Yeah, we definitely can. Pretty sure I've checked him about 5 times now. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's do our angles. Let's go with Lopez, Marcos, and Angel of Mercy. And then we'll go with a Kyla unscripted angle. Ooh, I just noticed that Farrah Hesketh isn't actually here for this event. Where's Farrah? Alright, so she also works for QAW, where I think does she own the company, or is she the head booker or something like that? I can't obviously check right now. I mean, we can go back and have a look. Yeah, so Farrah's working elsewhere tonight. That could be a little bit of a problem. Anyway. Can we make this a high spots match? That's a question. Not really. Ooh, I just noticed. Samael the Accuser, Summit Openweight Champion. That's pretty cool to see. He's the mid-card champion. Hopefully he's the one that took it off Harbin Gerard. Literally couldn't get the title off that guy. He was just defending it like crazy. So let's go with a Hellcat and Brook angle. Maybe not. Yeah, I think Estrella. I mean, it's just not great, is it? Anyway, what we'll do, we'll go Estrella, and we'll go Brook as well. And then we can have these guys have a match on the next show as well. These girls, sorry. I think they might be the high spots, though. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'm just trying to think what else we want to do. Maybe, well, we only have 3 minutes, so there's nothing we really can do. let's just make this a work the crowd match. And then we'll do a pre-show trios as well. We'll go the Juggernauts. And they can take on Hurricane, Takashita, and Pasquale. Give the victory to Strongman, that makes sense. And then we'll go open, script, and decisive. Alrighty, that looks pretty good for our first show. Let's give it a run. Starting off with a 45D, we have the Juggernauts defeating Hurricane, Takashita, and Victor Pasquale in 10:29 when Strongman defeated Hurricane by pinfall with a sheer force. Couple of improvements, we've got Takashita and Victor Pasquale both improving in performance. Starting the show off with a 75B- for the trios match. We also have an injury there. Anyway, Silver Tiger, Cosmic Rider, and Dragon Americano defeating El Mitico, Tricolor, and Extranjero Loco in 9:31 when Dragon Americano defeated Extranjero by pinfall, and then Silver Tiger was head and shoulders above everyone else. However, Dragon Americano has sustained a percussive ankle stretch. He's looking like he might be a little bit injury prone. He's also improving in rumble skills, but I'm assuming that was probably a botch. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, we go straight into a tag team match where we get a 51D+. And we have Boom Boom Jamaica and Phoenix 4 defeating the Silent Accusers in 10:29 when Boom Boom defeated Hush by pinfall with a drop the boom. And then, yeah, Boom Boom Jamaica carrying the match. No improvements. Moving into the women's angle, which gets a 42D. Not great. We have Estrella Blanca and Brooke Tyler going back and forth prior to their tag match. The tag match also does pretty badly with a 47D. We have Hellcat Hernandez and Brooke Tyler defeating Estrella Blanca and Velvet Suarez in 11:55 when Brooke defeated Velvet by submission with a Brooke breaker. Estrella the best performer in that match. Brooke Tyler not too far behind. We've got a couple of improvements as well. We've got Velvet improving in rumble skills and Hernandez improving in performance. Then go to a 70C+ for Kyler. A little bit lower than what we're sort of used to at the moment with him. His match gets a 55C- where we have Kyler Adams defeating Mobstar in 10:16 by pinfall with a K trigger. Alright, sorry, we then go into the pre-main event angle, which gets a 75B- with Nicholas Lopez, or the hero stable consisting of Nicholas Lopez, Marcos Flores, and Angel of Mercy. 75B- is pretty good. And the main event also doing pretty good, getting a 74B- where we have Heroes. The Heroes stable defeating Atlantis Jr., El Critico, and Labyrinto Jr. in 19:57 when Marcos Flores defeated Labyrinto Jr. by pinfall with a Flores Heaven Elbow. Angel of Mercy and the Eternal Kings win the Campeonatos de Trios Oli titles. Nice, very good match. And we have new champions. Well, the former champions regaining their trios titles. And hopefully that'll cheer Lopez up a bit and get rid of his negative influence. Anyway, the overall share rating getting us a 72B- there. So I think that's relatively good. Well, it's definitely good because, again, it's still increasing our popularity in all three regions, which is good. Alright, so let's have a look at Dragon Americano's injury. So he's currently working through it, which is good to see. But yeah, this one was literally just a freak injury. No botch there. Batella Eterna getting a 0.56. That's like way up from the last episode of Batella Eterna. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. The Trios title going back up to a 90A prestige. Unfortunately, the women's title looks like it's dropped a little bit. Because that was at a B+. I mean, it was when we came, it was at a 90A. Universal title's fine, and so is the Mexico title. Alrighty, I'm just looking, we're starting to get some morale issues, which is going to be a bit of a problem. But I did kind of expect it with the size of our roster. Anyway, as you can see, we're only 9 points of importance away from reaching cult, which I think would be massive. Let's just have a quick look at the broadcasters. Because I'm wondering if when we go cult, we obviously want to change to this TV station, Canal Dos, which was the one that we were going to try and go for with Summit anyway, when we hit cult with Summit. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, we're with Trace now, which is very small, and then going up to Dose, we then gain medium coverage, which is the same as our pay-per-view broadcaster, Celestion Mexico. However, we'll also get a little bit of spillover into the Mid-South and Southwest, which are the regions we were in last time with Summit Wrestling, so that'll be pretty cool. And then, of course, we get our Tiny in Puerto Rico as well. Just want to have a look through here. So, to get on this one, we need to be national, which is what south of the border currently run their TV shows off. And their pay-per-views, I mean, we could get on this one as well once we hit cult. Demand TV Mexico. I mean, I'm not sure if south of the border would let it happen, but it's a big pay-per-view carrier in Mexico, and the financial gain from that would be a lot higher. But like I said, it probably won't happen. Anyway. We are actually close. We could be close to getting onto this channel right here. We're literally only, 2 points of popularity away in both of those regions. So maybe I should have done a lower TV length. Because as you can see, we've still got 4 months left on our TV deal. And I would say in those 4 months, we're probably going to be cult. If we're not, then obviously comes a bit of a dilemma, because we'll have to get another TV show we'll have to get Batalla Eterna either extended on this station, or we go to La Red de la Lucha for like 1 month or 2 months or something like that, which I don't even think the TV stations would allow. Let me just have a little look through here. So what is this one? This one's cult with 50 D+. I'm kind of wondering why that's so high. I suppose wrestling stance. So theirs is neutral, whereas this one is highly pro. Yeah, interesting. And this one's tiny in Mexico, but it does have a fairly high popularity minimum. Interesting that one of their TV shows, Television, is on a free-to-air station with medium coverage. Just a little bit strange. I mean, it's when the other TV deal's on a big TV here with small coverage there. I mean, that is literally the ideal TV station to have your show on, with coverage in every region of America. And all you need to do is have a national company size. And obviously not have south of the border be upset. Yeah, so I think we know what we're gonna do. I think getting on Canal DOS is the best option once we hit Cult. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hopefully try and get this pay-per-view carrier here as well. Demand TV. Which again is just a Cult requirement. Seems relatively easy, but again, it's probably going to be down to south of the border if we're actually allowed to go onto the station, onto the pay-per-view carrier. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into the next TV show. Oh, we're actually at the end of June as well. Really getting through the year quite quickly, aren't we? Ooh, Kikuchi. I'm a little bit sad that he's actually gone to Golden Canvas. I'm pretty sure I signed him for my BCG series back in the day. Anyway, Spencer Spade is being... Well, he's had a contract offer from Canadian Golden Combat, who are Cult. So hopefully that's not... Ricky to Cult as well. But again, we can't actually get him. And that's 4C. So realistically, we could actually offer an appearance to both Spencer Spade and Ricky to Cult once they sign, or once Ricky signs with 4C, as he'll then be allowed to be alliance loaned. No, Samael thinks his push should be better. I agree. Let's auto push everybody. And I want to have a look at Kyler's popularity as well. Alright, so it's still at a 35, which is not great, but I guess it's kind of understandable. And yeah, I really shouldn't have fired El Hot Dog in that way. I really kind of regret doing that at the start of the episode. But I mean, he was high on drugs. Like, surely Nicholas Lopez would understand. Again, maybe I should have handled it in a better way. I wonder if... No, it's interesting there's no hatred or even tension with El Hot Dog. Interesting. Anyway, pay rise request from Hurricane. Very strange. Let's also check, what is Samael? Okay, he's just a lower mid-carder. That's fine. Alright, so we're starting July. Curious to see our profit for the month as well. Alright, we got an email. So Ricky Cult signs. Okay, it's just a pay per appearance deal for Spencer Spade. We probably want to get him in as well at some stage if we go cult. Anyway, we finished first out of 3 in Mexico, which is fine. Should we do one of the alliance loans? Let's do one. Let's go with Spencer Spade first. Can we also check? Let's check Scythe as well. Oh, SC. Yeah, so as you can see, he can work in Mexico now, so that was what I was kind of talking about when we tried to sign him. I mean, his popularity is really good. Like, it's so good for where he is as well, considering he's only made 1 appearance in Mexico. Alright, so he's going to be a Rudo. He's going to be pushed as a mid-carder. What is his popularity? 31 as well. I suppose coming from SWF. It does make sense, doesn't it? So I guess with that being said, we can probably have Spencer take on Kyler. I think that'd be a great match, if I'm honest. I kind of want to give it 20 as well. Alright, so it's looking like Nicholas Lopez is actually out of the negative influences, which is really good to see. Because it's not good having your... essentially the ace of the company at the moment being in that sort of position. Yay! There we go. Meddling success. Dragon Americano and Hurricane, putting our backstage rating up to 69. Perfect. Alright. So let's book. Now, I said I wanted to do... well, I was considering doing the tag team titles, the Parijas titles, on the line. But I'm just not sure if that's going to rate that well. Instead, let's go with El Critico, and I kind of want him to take on El Mitico. But let's see what else we have. We could have him go up against Angel of Mercy in a non-title match. Because, yeah, non-title. Because Nicholas Lopez is going to get his rematch at the next pay-per-view. So obviously having one of his stable members, Angel of Mercy, the hero stable, go up against El Critico, I think that could be pretty good. And maybe we have a botched interference. No. Let's just have it be clean. That's fine. Then let's go with the Eternal Kings. And they can take on New Wave Outlaws. Should be a relatively good match. Give Nicholas the pin victory there as well. Then we want the Kyler match. So Kyler and Spencer Spade. I think I want to give it 20, just to see how good it could be. I think Spencer can only just call, yeah. He's very close to a B- for his psychology. He would actually, look at his color commentary, man. 76 B-. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. I mean, let's actually have Spencer go on commentary as well for the main event. Get rid of El Maestro, and we'll go Spencer Spade. Basically, it can be... basically, it can be a little thing where Spencer's coming in on his alliance loan from New York, and basically he's just putting over himself, but also putting over New York, and then saying that Oli has some of the best wrestlers in the world. It kind of makes sense with the whole Confederation of the Territories. What else do we want to do? Let's go a trios match. Let's go Atlantis. Phoenix 3, and Labyrinto. And they can take on Boom Boom, El Midico, and North Star Jr. Yeah, should be a good match. I think we'll leave it blank. Again, I'm not really too fussed, as long as Boom Boom doesn't lose. And then finally, we'll do the women's match that we wanted to do, which was... I think it was this Brooke versus Estrella. We'll give that 10. That can be the high spots match as well. And the victory is going to go to Estrella. I don't know if she can call. Never mind, she definitely can. Alright, so that'll go there. Let's kick it off with the Kyler Adams match. And then we need to do angles as well. Let's go with El Critico. We need a storytelling match as well, which can be this one. I guess... Are we going to have enough time? No, we're not going to have enough time. Because I really wanted to do... Alright, so we're at 8. We need to take 4 off that. That's fine. Alright, now we can do 2 angles. Because I want to do the Eternal Kings. So we'll go Nicholas and Marcos. Where am I going? It's down there. And then we want to do Kyler. Suppose we can do both of them because they can actually both speak really well. If we check Spencer here, as you can see, he's at a C+. Really good charisma. It's pretty much a better... Well, not a better, but he has more star quality than Kyler. And he also has a better top row as well. Alright, there we go. Let's do a pre-show match as well. Let's go with Cosmic Rider, Devious Dr. Fang, and Dragon Americano. Oh, never mind, not Dragon Americano. Let's go Absolute Power, so Major Huanta in there. And they can take on Motoyuki Miyake, Takashita, and Yellow Flash. Yeah, I'll get Yellow Flash. I think I'll do another match as well. But we'll give the victory to Cosmic Rider. Open script and decisive. Then we'll go with another match, just a tag match, and we'll have Juggernauts 2, and they can take on Phoenix 4 and Tricolor Jr. And we'll give Tricolor the victory. Nice. Alright, so 2 pre-show matches. Probably should have done a women's one on there as well. But it doesn't matter too much. Let's run the show. We start off with a 55C-, where we have Phoenix 4 and Tricolor Jr. defeating the Juggernauts 2. In 957, when Tricolor defeated Ramos the Executioner by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. No improvements. Moving on to a 61C, where we have Cosmic Rider and Absolute Power defeating Motoyuki Miyake, Takashita, and Yellow Flash in 948, when Cosmic Rider defeated Motoyuki Miyake by submission with a gravitational pull. And again, no improvements. Alright, so we start the show off with a 56 C-, a pretty bad angle, actually, for Kyler Adams and Spencer Spade. Yeah, Kyler looked good, and Spencer performed poorly, which is interesting. Their match gets a 58 C-. Kind of expected a little bit better, but we do have Kyler Adams defeating Spencer Spade in 16-18 by pinfall with a K trigger. Not a bad match, but yeah, I thought it might have been better. We then go into a 65C, where we have Boom Boom Jamaica, El Mitico, and North Star Jr. defeating Atlantis Jr., Phoenix 3, and Labyrinto Jr. in 10-21, when Boom Boom defeated Phoenix 3 by pinfall with a Drop the Boom. We also have Atlantis improving in performance skills as well. We then go straight into the women's match, which gets a 51D+. We have Estrella Blanca defeating Brooke Tyler in 10:06 by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. We then go into an 81B for the Eternal Kings angle. Their tag match getting a 67C+. We have the Eternal Kings defeating New Wave Outlaws in 9:33, when Nicholas Lopez defeated Mobstar by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. But Mobstar was also off his game. Pretty good match though, 67C+, that's almost main event worthy. We then go to a 78B for El Critico's angle, the pre-main event angle as well. And the main event getting a 73B-, where we have El Critico defeating Angel of Mercy in 20:05 by pinfall with a critical mass. And we also have El Critico improving in technical skills. Alright, let's end the show. Managed to once again get a 72B- there, still increasing our popularity in all three regions. I definitely think that was a good show. Alright, let's check the mail. So Spencer's gone, which is fine. TV rating getting a 0.58, which is even higher than the last one, I think, as well. But it was definitely in the 40s last episode. We also made 163,000 for that month, so the profit's definitely going up. The increase is, well, we got an extra 1,000 for pay-per-view revenue, but we also got an extra, 13,000 in ticket sales. TV revenue was actually down a little bit, which is kind of strange. We got more money from sponsors as well, though. I'm assuming that's with the higher popularity that we have. So we're up to 43 Ds in northern Mexico and southeast Mexico. And then we're up to a 60C, which I think is up 1 point. I think it was at 59 in west central Mexico. So you have to say things are going really well at the moment. All right, well, that's great. Let's advance. Now, I'm a little bit worried about El Critico being the champion. He's a great wrestler, and he's definitely going to be a good champion for us for now. But I'm just wondering who's going to be the person, because he's a bit of a transitional champion, and I'm wondering who the person is going to be to replace him. Because we don't really have a face apart from Lopez. Ooh, Austin needs a better push. Oh, he's an opener. So El Maestro's gone, the other color commentator. Alright, what else do we need to do? Let's have a look. I guess We could do another alliance loan. This one for... well, there's actually quite a few people we could just bring in. Ricky DeColt's obviously the one that I want to get in. But at the same time, they've got guys like Intrepid Ian Identity, Hugh to Ask. All these guys those guys are pretty good. I mean, even Joey Poison. Like, Hugh to Ask, he's very good, as you can see. Intrepid Ian Identity. Also, you know, relatively good. Not as good, but still could get over. And then obviously Ricky DeColt. He's very, very talented. Can actually speak on the mic as well. Which I feel like we are kind of lacking a little bit. Really over in Canada. Interesting. He doesn't have any popularity in Mexico, though. Which is it's a little bit unfortunate. He's also really expensive, I saw when we brought him up. He was 2,700 for one appearance. What else do we need to do? I don't think we'll do anything else. Let's just advance. Oh, Shiori Japensha winning the J Grand Prix. Some pretty good ratings in there. Like this one, 84 B+, the Devil Karube and Megumi. I feel like we could like pretty much tour Japan just with our women's division, main eventing every show. If we were to bring in like Devil Karube, Japensha, and obviously a Fuyuki Higa in there as well. Look at this one. Well, Megumi actually beat Fuyuki Higa, who is the world champion there. Very interesting. Anyway, Shiori Japensha. Oh, that's not Shiori. She's very over, very talented. I mean, the 100 A-star safety. But she's a negative influence as well. Very negative influence. What is Megumi? So she's a positive influence. That's interesting. But if you look at Japensha, same thing with Japensha. Very negative influence. And then if we look at Fuyuki Higa, extremely negative. Yeah, extremely negative. So all the best Japanese Joshi wrestlers are all negative influences, with the arguably the best and their world champion being an extremely negative influence. So you can kind of see my dilemma. Anyway, this guy looks really good coming through the TCW Academy through the dojo. Lloyd Bolton. Very impressive. Alright, so referee Ramirez, his contract's running out. We definitely want to re-sign him. Want to get him on a 10-year contract, even though he's quite old, but 1,100. Alright, there we go. So that's his contract sorted out. The Canal Trace deal is fine. Okay, Brittany Hollywood has some issues with Sunny Wildside at the moment. A little bit strange, but anyway. Alright, let's just advance. I want to get into the next TV show. Again, we're just plugging along, trying to get to cult. Now, I did have a good suggestion in one of my videos in the comment section, and that was to do a search. Ooh, CILL offering a contract to Pinky. That's actually pretty good because it'll allow her to get some more experience, even though she doesn't really need it. She's kind of, well, she's definitely one of our top women's wrestlers in the company. I mean, if she had an A in star quality, I could make her like the figurehead. Well, I probably wouldn't, but... Oh, that might be why. So Catalina Vasquez left the company, so they need to replace her. I mean, it's a good option. Alright, so let's just actually do a search. So wrestler to hire, let's go male. And let's go, can work in Mexico. I'm looking for great high flyers. Okay, well we have two. One of them's a Summit Wrestling star, Thrill Seeker. Well, not a star, he's a lower mid-carder. But he's definitely good, and he can work in Mexico. Then we have Amazing Firefly, who I am very familiar with. Extremely positive influence as well. I kind of feel like he would be a really good option to bring in. He's more over in southeast Mexico. But still a pretty respectable 21 in West Central. I mean, dropping it down to good kind of brings in everyone. I mean, Acid 2 would be a good option. The only problem is he's just not over in Mexico, sort of at all. I mean, Babao would be decent as well. Could bring in the Night Terrors. Actually, let's check Moroi. So he's actually not in this list, which is interesting. El Jaguar would be another decent option. Good star quality. I mean, El Serpiente. I had him with my New York City wrestling series. Negative influence, but very, very talented. You got Flying Jimmy Fox as well, being released from what do you call it, TCW. That's pretty cool. Jagged. Yeah, we'll give him a short list, why not? Kamikaze, who's unemployed. See, that's really interesting. I'm assuming he didn't get a very good Destiny role because he looks kind of trash compared to where he... Well, he's a spot monkey, so we can't actually sign him anyway, but... Usually he would turn out a lot better than that. Oh, good old Kid Fantastic, eh? I mean, he did actually develop. Was he released recently? Yeah, he was. He was actually released. I'm pretty sure I had him on a 10-year contract. Strange. Could always get Luis Montero Jr. Of course, his brother, Gino. Gino was actually brought up quite a few episodes ago. If we go to the regular world and we go to Gino, as you can see, signed to south of the border. He's also number 103 in the world. He is incredible. Like, literally incredible. He's like a living legend almost. Still only young as well, only 28 years old. But he was literally signed from Oli in April of 2016. So 4 months into the game. And he was basically stolen away. Stolen away. And he's only a mid-carder, which is so surprising. If that was me, he'd be our universal champion. And I don't really think anyone would be able to beat him. He'd also be our figurehead as well. Star quality is a little low for him, but who is that? That's some mask for a guy called Glenn. Anyway, getting off topic. Let's just get into the next show. I want to book it. I want to try and do 2 more TV shows or 2 more shows before the episode is finished. Alright. I think we should be ready to get into the event. The TV show, sorry. Wrestlers call it with DDF actually improving his behavior. Always happy to see that. We're actually over 70. We're at 72 for our backstage rating. Oh, nice. Successful rib there on Boom Boom Jamaica. But it's backfired on, and he's upset. Anyway, it actually brought up our backstage rating. Which is pretty nice. What else do we have? Well, as far as the main event goes, I'm not really too sure what we're going to do. I guess we could do this. Let's do Silver Tiger and El Critico. And they're going to take on Angel of Mercy and Marcos Flores. And we're going to give Silver Tiger the victory onto Mercy. I think that's pretty good. Alright, up next, we want to have a singles match with Atlantis Jr. and Kyler Adams. We'll just give it 10. 10's fine. Kyler to get the victory. That's a good match. Let's go with another women's tag. Let's go with Dreamer and we'll go Pinky, and they can take on Francisca and the champ Mystery Pink. Again, actually we did this recently because Francisca was the challenger. So let's go with Hellcat and Mystery Pink. Then we want to give Dreamer. Actually, we'll give Dream the victory, and she can pin Hellcat. And it can't be high spots. Make it the storytelling in that case. Then let's go with we need a high spots match, so exclude booked, go faces. Let's go with Boom Boom, and he can team up with, yeah, he can go with Phoenix again. And they can take on, I mean, the Suffering, can they do high spots? Felipe can, but Seth cannot. Okay. In that case, let's go Mystico and Hush, I guess. I know that Hush can definitely. Yeah, we'll give Boom Boom the victory as well. And then finally, one more match. Let's go a singles match. And let's have Nicholas Lopez take on maybe Ramos? Yeah, let's go Ramos. Does he have the stamina for it? Oh, he definitely does. Wow. And then Lopez to get the victory there. And that will open the show. Alright, so let's do an angle for El Critico and Silver Tiger. Then we'll go with a Kyler Adams angle as well. Then we can go with, let's go with Dreamer and Pinky, I think. Yeah, that'll work. And then finally, we'll do an angle for Nicholas Lopez to open the show. Perfect. All right, there we go. All right, let's do a pre-show tag match as well. Let's go the Suffering, and they can take on El Mitico and Tricolor. Give El Mitico the victory there. And then let's go with another tag match. And let's go with Absolute Power, and they can take on Extranjero and Hurricane. Nice, and we'll give DDF the victory. There we go. All right, let's run the show. We start off with a 56 C- there. Absolute Power defeating Extranjero Loco and Hurricane in 936, when Devious Dr. Fang defeated Hurricane by submission with a deadly Kung Fu grip. Hurricane being the weak link there as well. And the other pre-show match getting a 65C. A really good match there. Should have put that on the main card. But we have El Mitico Jr. and Tricolor Jr. defeating the Suffering in 1027, when El Mitico defeated Seth by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. No improvements. Starting the show off with an 81B. Nicholas Lopez, his angle prior to his singles match. The match does pretty bad, as the two don't click very well together. Only got a 50D+, which is kind of shocking coming from Nicholas Lopez. But he does defeat Ramos the Executioner in 9:34 by pinfall with a Lopez Buster. No improvements. Then go to a 55 C- for the Ag Team angle with Dreamer and Pinky Perez. Their tag match gets a 60 C, so a little bit better there. And we have Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez defeating Hellcat Hernandez and Mystery Pink in 9:37, when Electric Dreamer defeated Hellcat Hernandez by pinfall with an Electric Blue Bomb. Hellcat was really off a game as well. We then go into another 60C where we have Boom Boom Jamaica and Phoenix 4 defeating Mystico and Hush in 10:52, when Boom Boom defeated Hush by pinfall with a Drop the Boom. We had a few people off their game, both Boom Boom Jamaica and Mystico. We also have Hush improving in Rumble skills and Phoenix 4 improving in Rumble skills as well. We then go to a 78B for Kyler's unscripted angle. Very nice. And his match getting a pretty bad... Oh. Okay, that's my fault. Some reason I did a slow build. Anyway, 49D plus, Kyler Adams defeating Atlantis Jr. in 9:37 by pinfall with a K trigger. 57 in there for Kyler for his in-ring performance, but again, my fault. Accidentally put slow build on. We also have Atlantis Jr. at the ripe age of... is he in his 40s? I think he's in his 40s. He's improving in both Rumble skills and in performance. Very strange. We then go to an 83B for our pre-main event tag team angle between El Critico and Silver Tiger. And the main event getting us an 80B, which is an incredible rating. And we have El Critico and Silver Tiger defeating Angel of Mercy and Marcos Flores in 2016, when Silver Tiger defeated Angel of Mercy by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. Nice match. Very nice match. Let's end the show. Overall show rating getting us a 75 B- there. Again, increasing popularity in all three regions. Really, that's our best show in a while, actually. Since the end of last episode. Alright, so we've got a manager here. Whoa, okay. Apparently Olea too small for her. She's 80B popularity. Quavo. 42-year-old manager. Oh, interesting. She was actually associated with Olea in the past. Yeah, for about 5 years. That's pretty cool. I wonder if she's actually going to stay with them or not. Anyway, Batala Turner getting a 0.57 TV rating that time, which is fine. Alrighty. Have another quick look at the popularity. So we're up to 39 D- importance in the Northern Mexico region, which is going to be the first region we actually get to 47. Sorry, the second region, technically. And yeah, we're getting pretty close. We're only 8 points away, so... And we're almost up to a C- as well for importance in West Central. Nice. Alrighty, let's just keep advancing. I think we'll try and do one more show. I mean, we're already at 1 hour and 5 minutes. I guess this is just going to be a bit of a longer episode. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you are enjoying, make sure you've already liked the video. And if you haven't, Make sure you do that now, please. Really helps the videos out. Alrighty. Again, 4 days away. Let's just keep advancing. Hold on. Wait, what? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? Wait, what? How is that happening? He's 43 years old. That has to be like some sort of bug. El Bandito seems to have taken Nicholas Lopez as his protege. Mentor of Nicholas Lopez. I'm super, super confused. He is the protege of El Bandito. He also has more popularity than him, so I don't really understand that. I'm a little bit lost for words. That is a very, very strange thing to see. Anyway, moving swiftly on from that, let's just get into our show, please. I have absolutely no clue as to how or why that would have happened. I mean, he's 43 years old. Bandito is 49. I don't really think Lopez needs a mentor. He's probably the biggest regional star in Mexico. Man, that's so strange. Oh, nice. Seth Whitehead improving the backstage mood. Let's also try and do a little rib on someone. Oh, nice. Cosmic Rider, success. And he's thought to have seen the funny side. Nice. That's a perfect rib. Alright, so let's book. Now, I'm assuming this might be our... Yes, it is indeed our last show before the pay-per-view. So the pay-per-view is going to be starting off next episode, and that's Heroes Disponibles. Heroes Disponibles. Which obviously, I'm going to make that event sort of revolve around the Heroes stable a little bit. Obviously, the main event's going to be El Critico taking on Nicholas Lopez in his rematch clause. What else are we going to do? Let's actually pre-book that in. 2 out of 3 falls, El Critico and Nicholas Lopez. On the same show, I think we're actually going to do... Let me get this booked in as well. Another 2 out of 3 falls, and we're going to have Silver Tiger taking on Marcos Flores. So I like both of those. Anyway, let's do a trios. And let's go with the Heroes stable. And then they're going to take on El Critico, Silver Tiger, and another heal. Guess Cosmic Rider makes the most sense, probably. We'll put the trio's titles on the line as well. However, we are going to give the victory to... Give it to Marcos, and he can actually pin Cosmic Rider. So that's going to be the main event. All coming together for a nice trios match prior to the pay-per-view. Then I want to do a tag team match. So let's have Atlantis and Slayer teaming up against Kyla and El Mitico. We'll give the victory to El Mitico. So nice tag match there. Did we actually do... What was our last women's title match? It was Francisca. Alright, well, with that being the case, let's have a triple threat women's match to determine the #1 contender for the pay-per-view. We're going to leave it blank as well. Let's go Brooke, Dreamer, and I think Pinky Perez in there as well. And I assume that can be high spots. Yes. So the winner's going to be blank. High spots. Open. Can she call yet? I don't think so. No, she can't. Okay. So that's nice. Then let's go with a tag team match. Let's have the Juggernauts, and they can take on Takashita and Sunny Wildside. It's a good match. And then let's kick it off with a singles match for Dragon Americano. And he's going to take on Extranjero Loco for... never mind, he's not going to do that because he's still out injured. Let's do Labyrinto instead. Well, actually, let's go Tricolor, and he can face a heel instead. Felipe Caballero, there we go. Should actually be a pretty good match. And we'll give Tricolor the victory. And that is going to kick us off. Alright, so let's do an angle for the Heroes stable. So Nicholas, Marcos, and Angel of Mercy. That's going to go there. Then let's go with Kyla and El Mitico. Let's try and unscript both of them. See how that goes. Obviously, it could bomb. And, you know, it might do that. Let's also make it the storytelling match. What are we missing? Oh, I booked those on the wrong date. Move that to Heroes, and then move that... Oh, not book, move. There we go, okay. No problems found, perfect. It's still red, I don't know why it stays like that, but anyway. Angles, let's go with... I guess we can try... Let's try Electric Dreamer by herself. And then I guess we need to lower that by 2. And we can go with a tricolor. Or we'll make that the work the crowd. And let's actually go with a menace angle for Strongman and Ramos. Yeah, so we need to change Ramos to a mid-carder as well. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Let's do a pre-show match. Trios. Let's go Boom Boom, Phoenix, and North Star. They can take on Alejandro, Mystico, and I guess Labyrintho. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll give the victory to... Let's give it to North Star Jr. Really doesn't get enough love, I don't think. Alright, that'll do us. Let's run the show. Start off with a 59C out of nowhere for the pre-show match. Boom Boom Jamaica, Phoenix 4, and North Star defeating Alejandro Ortega, Mystico, and Labyrintho in 10:09 when North Star defeated Mystico by pinfall with a Sky Twister press. Phoenix and Labyrintho both off their game. But we also have North Star improving in flying skills and Mystico improving in performance. We then start the show off with a 54C-, where we have Tricolor Jr. defeating Felipe Caballero in 10:02 by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. However, Tricolor sustained broken ribs, and Tricolor and Felipe just don't click at all. We also have Tricolor improving in rumble skills and performance skills, so whenever someone gets injured, they seem to improve, which is very strange. Hopefully not a botch. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, we then go into a 74B- for Strongman and Ramos the Executioner for their menace angle. Their tag team match only gets a 51D+, but still not too bad, where we have the Juggernauts defeating Takashita and Sunny Wildside in 10:25, when Strongman defeated Takashita by pinfall with a sheer force. We also have Takashita improving in both rumble and performance. We then go to a 64C angle for Electric Dreamer, which I wasn't really expecting, but a very good angle nonetheless. That's quite impressive. The triple threat match also getting a really good rating, 65C, where we have Electric Dreamer winning, defeating Brooke Tyler and Pinky Perez in 9:51, when Electric Dreamer defeated Brooke by pinfall with an electric blue bomb. And apparently Brooke was the weak link. Dreamer with a 63 in-ring. Very nice. And we also have Pinky improving in performance, and then we have Electric Dreamer improving in both technical and performance skills as well. New number 1 contender, Electric Dreamer. Let's book a 2 out of 3 falls match, and we're going to have Mystery Pink once again taking on a bit of an arch nemesis in Electric Dreamer. Hopefully this will be Dreamer's chance. He's had a few failed attempts already. Looking to go back one more time and win it. We then go to an 85B+ for the unscripted tag promo between El Mitico and Kyla Adams. Really good stuff there. Apparently El Mitico was superb. Interesting. I thought that might backfire, but it actually did better than I expected. Their tag match gets a 62C, where we have Kyla and El Mitico defeating Slayer and Atlantis Jr. in 10:27, when El Mitico defeated Slayer by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. Good match, pretty happy with it. Moving on to a 75B- for the Heroes Stable pre-main event angle. And finally, the main event, also getting an ATB. Really good rating there, where we have Heroes defeating El Critico, Silver Tiger, and Cosmic Rider in 1949, when Marcos Flores defeated Cosmic Rider by pinfall with a Flores Heaven Elbow, Angel of Mercy, and the Eternal Kings making defense number 1 of their Campeonatos de Trios O-League titles. El Critico also off his game, so could have been even better. He's once again still improving in technical skills. And we end the show with a 76B-, which is, I think, 1 point higher than the last one. But we're also 1 point away from hitting a 77B. A little bit unfortunate, but still increasing popularity, as you'd expect. And we're still cheering. Alright, well, let's just check the emails here. And check Tricolor. So he's injured. He's currently working through broken ribs. And it wasn't a botch, so another just freak accident there. The TV rating getting a 0.59, so it's a little bit up from the last one. And we're pretty happy. And that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. So once again, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, we're still at about 68% not subscribed for my viewers. So make sure you do that. Turn on the notification bell. And apart from that, guys, as always, take it easy. And I hope you enjoy the end of Stat Screen.